Hey everyone, I recently took my first visit to King's Dominion of 2024, and there have been lots of changes since my last visit to the park in August. So in this analysis video, I'll be going over all the changes that have been made to the park and everything new for the 2024 season. So starting with the elephant in the room, sadly, Intimidator 305 is no more, and the coaster is now temporarily named Project 305. All of the Dale Earnhardt theming has been stripped away, with the coaster now having virtually no theming at all. Fortunately, King's Dominion did leave the
"Gentlemen, start your engines!"
which I think is nice. They also put up a temporary sign for Project 305, which has cheetah print suggesting that the coaster will be themed to Jungle Expedition in the future. As of now, I think the plaza is very bland, and even before I thought the plaza was out of place theming-wise, but now I especially think it's out of place. Luckily, it's not permanent, and come 2025, I think this area will be way better with the Jungle X theming. Moving to the actual Jungle Expedition, we have a lot of fences.
Lots and lots of fences.
And the reason behind all of these fences, you may ask, is because their new 2025 roller coaster is currently under construction. As of now, the park is just laying footers, but I have heard that they've already reserved a part of the parking lot for when track and supports arrive. You can also get extremely good views of the construction site while riding Reptilian, so if you're curious, then I'd recommend riding that. If I had to make a guess, then I'd predict that in around 3 or 4 months, the coaster will go vertical. Another thing, the go-karts are now gone. King's Dominion has totally fenced off the old path to the go-karts, which leaves a lot of new expansion space for future areas and attractions. I wouldn't expect anything to come to this plot of land until at least 2026, because the park already seems occupied with the whole Jungle X additions. Still, this space is plenty large enough for another major coaster when the time comes. The next change on my list is that Country Kitchen has now been removed, and that building is now called the Old Virginia Inn, which is the Prestige Pass Lounge. I'm not a Prestige Pass holder, but from what I've seen from videos, it looks like a nice hangout spot. And for those of you who are sad Country Kitchen's gone, most of the old food options that it used to have are now offered at Firehouse Barbecue, if you still want some of the same foods. Another change regarding a restaurant is that Victoria's Pizza has received some remodeling. As far as I know, the food is the same, but the interior and exterior were redesigned. Grizzly has also been retracked some more over the off-season, now offering a smooth ride experience throughout the entire coaster. When I rode Grizzly in August of 2023, the ride was smooth where Gravity Group had retracked it, but there was still one stretch of track that gave some jackhammering. Fortunately, King's Dominion realized that, so they finished retracking the coaster themselves. And I have to say, I'm very impressed by their job, because Grizzly is incredibly smooth now. The airtime and setting are awesome, and personally, I rank it as number 4 in the park. Moving to the other major wooden coaster in the park, Racer 75, which also received some retracking. The only part of the ride I think they redid was the entry into the wide turnaround, but in my opinion, that was the only spot that needed it. Before, the valley rising into the far turnaround was
Torturous.
Now it's very smooth. Like Grizzly, I'm pretty sure the retracking was also done by the park. So those were all the changes at King's Dominion in 2024. If I forgot anything, then feel free to comment on what I missed. King's Dominion is looking and operating great so far this year. With efforts to restore the park's 2 wooden coasters, the new additions coming to Jungle Expedition, and the massive food improvements, I think the future of this amusement park is bright. I'm so glad Cedar Fair is dumping investments into King's Dominion, and I hope they continue making the park better. I highly recommend taking a trip to King's Dominion, especially next year for the 50th anniversary roller coaster. If you've enjoyed this video, then please leave a like and consider subscribing for more theme park related content. Thanks for watching to the end, and have a good day.